A cool trick to getting more print-on-demand sales. Yep, that is right. We all want more sales, so let's do it. I started this method many years ago for my Amazon FBA business. And well, it worked incredibly well. And only recently did I think to try and start using it for my print-on-demand business. I don't know why I didn't think to use this earlier. But either way, it's done now. I want to tell you what this idea is. I also want to say a quick thank you to Xyro for sponsoring this video. I will be giving away $100 in this video, so stay tuned and listen out to see how you could win that. Now, this method has a few different names because various people use it. Some people call it the rocket link and some people call it the super URL. It doesn't really matter what it's called. I'm just going to tell you what it is and how you can use it. It all begins during the research phase. During the research phase, you'll be building up a long list of keywords that relate to the design you are planning on making. You can find these keywords using the free Google Planner tool or using a free tool like Ahrefs research tool. And it doesn't really matter. However you normally come up with keywords, just continue doing that. You can then use those keywords to create searchable sentences. For example, let's say your design is dogs and coffee, okay? Your keyword would be dogs, coffee, cute, cappuccino, espresso, animal, something like that. However, your searchable keywords would be cute dog t-shirt or cute dog and coffee t-shirt or dog and coffee t-shirt for women, right? Those are what people are actually going to be searching in order to find a design that they like. And even though these long tail keywords won't get very many searches, because you can make hundreds, if not thousands of different combinations from your list of individual keywords, as a whole, all these long tail keywords will actually get quite a lot of traffic when you combine them. So what's next? Well, now that you've done all of that, you have to actually go to Amazon, create the title, the brand name, the bullets, and the description. Make sure that you tick the thing at the bottom that says it can be searchable on Amazon, and then click. Remember, when you're creating your bullet or your description, use searchable phrases. Don't just do Christmas, present, dog, cat, for him, for her, for child, for them, for it. Don't just do that. So you've published your listing. What's next? Well, before we go to the second part of this video, let me just quickly tell you about today's sponsor, Xyro. Xyro is an incredible website builder where you could build websites or online stores really easily. And I mean really easily. If you don't know how to code but you have an idea, well, with Xyro's simple drag and drop platform, you can make your website look however you want. This is my website, which I made on Xyro. I wanted to make a place where anyone could find my YouTube videos, blogs, podcasts, Instafeed, contact me for projects, and potentially my own line of merch. The creation process is really easy. This super cool grid that allows you to shift things around makes everything so much easier. And even if you get stuck, the support is 24/7 and making changes literally just takes a couple of minutes. So once signing up for Xyro, you could add a store. All you need to do is go into apps and add Printful, and that's pretty much it. You'll have to drive your own traffic, but that's expected when you're hosting your own products. All in all, this ends up being a much cheaper option than, let's say, Shopify. They also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so even if you don't like it, at least try it out and see what it's like. So if you want to build yourself a new website or a new store, you 100% can. The link down below will take you to a page that looks like this, where you can get 3 months free and a free domain for the year with any yearly plan. Click that link below and use the code SHIMMY at checkout. On to part 2 of this video, and don't forget to stay tuned because we are going to be giving away $100. Hopefully the listing has now been accepted by Amazon and you can see it live on your dashboard. Unfortunately, the chances are no one else will be able to find your listing because it will be so deep, far down in the Amazon realm of nothingness that just no one will be able to find it. This is where the method comes into play. So you want to open another browser in private browsing. You want to go to amazon.com or amazon.co.uk, whatever marketplace you are selling your product on. Bear in mind, you might have to wait a few days for your listing to actually start ranking on Amazon. If you're selling, let's say, the dog and coffee t-shirt, well, the searchable phrases that you want to put into Amazon will need to be slightly longer in order for you to actually find your own listing, especially because it's brand new. There is very, very little chance that you'll be able to find your listing if you just use the words like coffee and dog or coffee t-shirt. So you might want to make your first search term coffee and dog t-shirt for women, or cute coffee and dog t-shirt for women. Right, that could be the idea. Then you need to go through the long and tedious task of scrolling and scrolling through Amazon until you can find your listing. It could be on page 3, it could be on page 6, it might not be anywhere. If you can't find your listing, then what you need to do is add another word to the search phrase in the search bar, right? So rather than cute coffee and dog t-shirt for women, you might do cute coffee and dog t-shirt for men and women, right? Something like that. A lot of the time, you might never find your listing, and I know that could be a problem for a lot of people. So what you might have to do is actually put the title that you've used, the exact title, copy and paste that into the Amazon search bar, maybe even your brand name, in order for you to actually come up. A quick tip, sometimes when you're doing this, if you're doing this on the computer that you actually created the design on and uploaded it to Amazon, it doesn't always work. I found that I had a lot more trouble finding my designs on my laptop, but when I used my wife's laptop, we were able to find the designs much more quickly. So what I would suggest doing is maybe doing it on your phone, or if there's someone else in your house or someone else you know, you can use their laptop or their phone. You'll probably end up finding your design much faster. Okay, once finding your product in the Amazon search, I don't know how long it's taken you, but once finding your product, you need to right click and copy the link, right? And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna dissect that link, and I'm gonna show you what this link is. This is the long URL, and inside the URL, you have your product name, the search term used, and what listing was yours. All the information about the search and everything is living in this URL. It's really, really smart. But what's even better is if you copy this URL and send it to someone, maybe on WhatsApp or a message or something, and they click that URL, it will take them directly to your product listing. However, to Amazon, it will look like that individual person has searched for that keyword or that phrase on Amazon, scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and then scrolled and scrolled, and then eventually found your listing and clicked it. How crazy is that, right? Just from this special link. Now, why does that matter? Why would Amazon care if someone has done that? Well, this is massive, massive for the Amazon algorithm, because what it looks like is it looks like people are putting in this long keyword and they are searching and they are searching and they cannot find the design they want until they land on your design. So to Amazon, they think, my gosh, this design is really popular. People are going to page 4 to page 5 to actually click on this design. This is mad. Let's bump that listing up. And that is what they do. However, there is one important caveat we have to discuss. And that is, you don't just want to send people to your listing and get lots and lots of clicks, because to Amazon, that will look like people are clicking to your listing, not buying and moving on, which will result in quite a negative effect, because it will look like your listing has a really, really low conversion rate, and you want your listing to have a high conversion rate. So along with this method, you actually have to buy the design. I would say a budget of $100 to $200 to really give this idea the best possible chance. Now, if you have no way of being able to do this, then that's totally okay. What you could do is you could send the link to family, to friends, and ask them if they would like to buy it. Maybe you could do half with them or something. But if you can't figure that bit out and you're just happy to pay $100 or $150 or $200, then you can do this yourself. What you would do is this. You would start with that long phrase keyword, you would find your listing, you would copy that link. You would then buy the item 3 times, all separately. Don't, make quantity 3. Make 3 separate orders, all by clicking that link, going to purchase, clicking that link, going to purchase, clicking that link, going to purchase. Once you've done that, wait a couple of days, like 2 to 3 days, then remove a word. Remove a word from the phrase. So if your first phrase was cute coffee and dog t-shirt for women, try cute coffee and dog t-shirt, right? So remove a word and repeat the process. Scroll and scroll until you find your listing, copy that link, buy one item, click the link, buy another, click the link, buy another. You have so far bought 6 items. After doing it a second time, you want to do it one more time. So again, wait 3 days, wait 4 days, so that the algorithm can update and then put an even smaller keyword in. And the idea here is to stop when you are happy with the phrase that you've put in and the ranking that you are at. So if you want to keep going until you get to number 1 for cute dog t-shirt, then by all means, just bear in mind it will take a lot of time. If you're happy to be, on page 1 but number 14 for cute dog and coffee t-shirt, at that point, then you can stop. Every single niche is different, so some niches might actually only need you to buy the item 5 times. Some might need you to buy the item 25 times. So every niche is different. So the niches I've tested this with was the pajama niche and the dog niche and the coffee niche, and I found that 11 sales did a very good job. I did 3 for the first keyword, I then did another 3 for the second slightly shorter keyword, and then at that point I was at the bottom of page 2. So I was like, okay, I'm so close. At this point, I bought 5 designs. I copied the link, click the link, copy the link, click the link, copy the link, click the link. Well, I actually sent it out to a couple of siblings and they were able to buy it for me. But my point is, after doing this, right, I was able to go from that page all the way up to page 1. And it's mind-blowing. And at this point, at page 1, you can actually start getting organic sales and people will hopefully start finding you over time. Moving from page 7 to page 3 is going to be far easier than moving from page 2 to page 1, or even page 1 at the bottom to page 1 at the top. And the reason for this is the people on page 7 are basically getting no sales. So to start moving past them in the ranks, it shouldn't need that many sales. The way I look at it is the person on page 1, however many sales they are making, I need to be making more sales per day to overtake them. So on page 7, if someone's making 2 sales per day, I need to be making 3 sales per day, and I should, in theory, overtake them. Likewise, on page 1, if someone's making 7 sales a day, I need to spend 1 day getting 8 sales, and again, in theory, I should overtake them. I've had really good results in getting my listing from page 6 to page 1 in as little as about 9 days, which I think is really, really good. The only thing is, the t-shirt I went for was quite niche to begin with, so it doesn't get that many searches as a whole. So I don't expect it to be getting organic sales every single day, but I do expect it to be getting some kind of sales now that it's on the first page. I did this with the UK marketplace for 2 reasons. One, I'm in the UK, so ordering products on Amazon in the UK is just so much easier. And number 2, in the UK, it's a lot less competitive, so finding your listing is a lot easier. In the US market, because it's so crowded, you might end up having to put a search term that is so long and it will take you a lot longer to get up to page 1. You might have to do 3 orders over like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm now going to test this method out in the US with a friend who lives there who'll be able to order the items for me. Now, this might sound really complicated, so if you do have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll happily answer as many as I possibly can. And now let's win that $100. All you have to do is let me know in the comments down below your best method for getting more sales with print on demand. Let me know in the comments down below, and at random I'm going to pick someone and give them $100. I'll announce it in the community section on my YouTube channel, so stay tuned, listen out for the community section posts, and don't forget, if you do want to create an awesome website, then definitely go and check out Zyro. The link is in the description as well.